everyone, and welcome to Wednesday Wellness Call. My name is Mariel Kokkonen, and I'm a hemp enthusiast and a Kannaway independent brand ambassador. Last week, we kicked off a series of 3 Wednesday Wellness Calls by talking about recovery, why the body doesn't bounce back the way it used to, and why a vacation alone isn't always enough. We talked about how stress puts a strain on both the body and the mind, and how the endocannabinoid system, or ECS, acts as the body's internal recovery system. And perhaps the most important reminder of all, last week we agreed our body is not broken, it's overloaded, but it knows how to heal as long as we give it the right tools. So today we are going to continue this theme and take a closer look at how specific products can support recovery and help ease stress from the inside out. Before we dive into the products, let's pause for a moment and reflect on this. Why does our body need so much more support today than it used to? Based on last week's call, we all know that the answer is quite simple. Modern life is not natural. It's constantly wearing us down. The rush, the overstimulation, the quality of our food, lack of sleep, and the relentless pressure to perform. We are not here today to change the body. We are not trying to force it into some mold. We want to support it because it can manage on its own if it is supported. The body already has all the system it needs for balance, recovery, and well-being. But these systems, like the endocannabinoid system, need nutrients and stimulation in order to function properly. And that's exactly why product support is such an essential part of recovery. So, is this how your life looks like? It's an important question, don't you think? And to get to the point, let's think about what stress actually feels like. It's not always shouting or panic. Often it's a quiet, creeping sensation. It can feel like you're constantly a little tense, a little off, or not really breathing properly. Sleep doesn't refresh us, and muscles are tight, even though we haven't really done anything strenuous. It's also the feeling of being irritated, just by little things, or not being able to get excited about anything anymore. And it's the stomach reacting or our skin acting up. We have to remember that stress isn't just a feeling, it is a physiological state. It affects our entire body, and especially it affects how well we can recover. And so, if stress is overstimulation, restlessness, and overload, then what does balance feel like? I think balance is the feeling when our breathing is flowing nicely, deeply, without us having to think about it. It's when our thoughts are clear and we don't constantly feel like we're forgetting something. It's also the feeling of digestion working as it's supposed to work. It's a feeling of not having constant pain. It's a feeling of waking up refreshed without the shock of an alarm clock. Then we recover physically, mentally, and neurologically. Balance does not mean perfection. It just means that the body is able to return to its center line, like the seesaw board right here. And the center line is found even when life throws challenges our way. Stress, yes, but pain or inflammation or anxiety. And to make this possible, our body is working very hard behind the scenes. It regulates our nervous system, inflammation levels, hormones, digestion, and sleep, all with one goal in mind: to bring us back to balance. And it does it because there is a system in our body working day and night to guarantee balance. The endocannabinoid system is built in our body with one purpose alone, and that is to guarantee balance. ECS is the body's own internal regulation network. It has one task, very simple task, but incredibly important. It's there to keep balance in all situations. It regulates nervous system function, inflammation levels, sleep-wake cycle, mood, digestion, immunity, pain perception. The endocannabinoid system works mainly through two key components. The endocannabinoids, they are the signaling compounds our body is naturally producing, and through cannabinoid receptors. And they are found just about everywhere, in the brain, in the central nervous system, in our gut, on the skin, and in immune cells. But here's the problem. Stress, chronic stress, nutrient deficiencies, environmental overload, they all can weaken the function of the ECS. Some studies refer to this condition as a cannabinoid deficiency, and it's associated with issues like sleep disturbances, headaches, pain, and inflammation. And then here's the good news. Nature provides compounds that can support the endocannabinoid system. They're called phytocannabinoids. And the best known among them are CBD and CBDA. They don't replace the body's own signals, but they support the endocannabinoid system in doing its job. CBD helps prevent the breakdown of endocannabinoids, allowing more good messages to circulate in the body, where CBDA interacts with serotonin receptors, supporting mood and digestion. This is one of my favorite images, clearly showing what actually happens in our body. The endocannabinoid system works like locks and keys. The receptors, they are the locks. And our body is producing its own keys for these signals. They are the endocannabinoids. But the crucially important part of this all is that today, many of us have more locks than keys. The cannabinoids produced in my body aren't enough to meet all the demands of today, especially when the ECS is burdened by stress, inflammation, poor sleep, or lack of nutrients. And the result is messages don't get through. The body's internal recovery system starts to falter and balance is lost. This is where plant cannabinoids come into play. When we use external cannabinoids like CBD or CBDA, we are not forcing the body into anything. We are simply providing more keys so the locks can open. The body's internal communication improves, the nervous system calms down, and we recover more quickly. Pure Gold 500 is a true broad spectrum CBD oil. That means that it contains multiple beneficial cannabinoids, like CBD, but no THC. So the product is safe, it's reliable, and it's very high quality. The carrier oil is sustainably sourced MCT oil from coconut, an excellent delivery system for cannabinoids as it absorbs efficiently and supports the uptake of fat-soluble compounds. But it's not just about what's inside, it's also about purity and transparency. Pure Gold is tested by 3 different independent laboratories in 3 stages. They test the biomass, so right after harvesting. Then we test the production during the production process when the extract is made. And then finally, the product is tested when it's ready. This means that you and I know exactly what's in the bottle, and just as importantly, what is not in the bottle. There's no pesticides, no heavy metals, no solvents, and no psychoactive THC. Just a pure, effective, and researched CBD. Why is CBD so important for stress and recovery? Well, first of all, it prevents the breakdown of endocannabinoids, the body's own cannabinoids. And that means that the keys remain active longer. CBD interacts with serotonin receptors. They influence mood, sleep, and nervous system regulation. CBD can calm an overactive nervous system and help the body return to a state of rest more quickly after the stressful situation or the trigger. And CBD supports the endocannabinoid system as a whole, providing those much needed extra keys that we talked about. So, Pure Gold is like a foundation. You can build your recovery on it. It doesn't numb, but it restores balance from the inside out. There's something very special about the green hemp oil. It's not heated or processed like many others. And it contains CBDA. That's the acidic form of cannabidiol in the exact form nature intended. And it's this acidic form that makes it especially interesting when it comes to the endocannabinoid system. See, CBDA is not just a precursor to CBD, it is an active compound in its own right. Studies show that CBDA directly interacts with serotonin receptors, which are linked to mood, like we talked about. But most importantly, opposed to CBD, CBDA appears to activate the endocannabinoid system receptors directly. And that means that this is the oil that supports your endocannabinoid system balance. CBD is a very, very researched and a very important cannabinoid. And like said, it is the foundation of your overall well-being. But CBDA is the balancing act of your endocannabinoid system. So when Pure Gold helps the messages stay in the body, green hemp oil helps the receptors listen more actively. Additionally, green hemp oil is completely raw and natural with very minimum processing. It's full of other natural compounds from hemp, like terpenes and chlorophyll. It's an excellent choice for sensitive nervous systems and stress-prone digestion. Many people actually describe green hemp oil as a gentle but powerful giant. You might not feel the effects as quickly as with CBD, but this is a product that offers steady, lasting support, helping to build a deeper balance over time. Now, the first 2 products are used on the inside. Salve works from the outside. But please don't make the mistake of thinking that this is just a cream. Salve is a deeply restorative, all-natural blend of CBD, CBDA, and traditional plant extracts that together offer a very powerful relief for tense shoulders and neck, lower back tightness, nerve pinches, or stress-induced headaches, skin redness, dry patches, or sensitive areas in general. But here's the most important part. Our skin has its own form of endocannabinoid system. It's not a separate system from your ECS, but it's like a little sister doing its own thing on your skin and through your skin. Even our skin cells, nerve endings, and immune cells at the surface of our skin use cannabinoid receptors to communicate. So when we apply salve to the skin, the cannabinoids act locally without entering the bloodstream. They can help relieve pain, soothe inflammation, and restore the skin's natural defenses. And because salve contains both CBD and CBDA, it supports immediate relief because of CBD and longer-term calming because of CBDA. The cream is also enriched with traditional botanicals like ginseng, turmeric, Centella asiatica, and camphor. They're all carefully selected to support circulation, pain relief, and skin regeneration. So essentially, salve completes the internal support of the oils by delivering recovery exactly where it's needed the most, on the surface, and directly at the source of whatever it is that is bothering you, whether it's pain or a scratch or a bite or a sting or a little wound or a burn. Salve is your solution to making sure that your skin gets to heal and it can do what it's supposed to do, which is protect you. But here's the thing. This set of 3 products is carefully put together. It's a recovery superpower. If you use the 3 products together, your body begins to experience a phenomenon known as the entourage effect or synergistic interaction. Think of it like this. Pure gold acts like the conductor in an orchestra, guiding and calming the nervous system, supporting the core functions of the ECS. Where green hemp oil brings the rhythm and sensitivity, activating receptors and deepening the sense of internal balance. And then salve is your local repair team. It goes straight to the areas of pain, tension, or irritation, and it offers fast but lasting relief. So, together the products support the endocannabinoid system from 3 angles, internally, at the cellular level, and locally. They help the body recover faster and more completely, and they provide both long-term balance and targeted support. And most importantly, they don't force the body to anything. They help the body do what it already knows how to do. So that's recover naturally. And by being supported from the inside out through the natural processes that occur in our body in any case. If you miss a product, let's say you choose to use pure gold and salve, What if there is a situation where you are on your vacation and the whole family shows up, and friends and kids' friends and teenagers and little children and grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles, everybody shows up. You are going to be stressed. Whether you're responsible for the food for these people or not, you're still going to feel stressed. If you're missing the green hemp oil, your endocannabinoid system is going to be struggling. What if you're not using salve, but you choose to use the two products on the inside? And you start cooking for all these people and you burn your finger. Or you're not responsible for the food, but you all sit in the garden, enjoy the sunny days, and your nose burns. You are going to lose a balance on your skin. Whereas with salve, you could have relief for the pain, for the irritation, and faster healing. And if you're missing pure gold, well, then you're missing pure gold. And that puts your entire process in jeopardy. Together, you get the entourage effect. You get the support inside and out. Miss one, and you will never get the full benefits of recovering. Now, recovery is a necessity. So something has to be done. But it shouldn't be complicated. If your body is already overloaded, the last thing we need is a complex protocol, 10 different bottles, or strict schedules. That's why these 3 products are so brilliant. It's just the 3 products, 3 ways to support the body, one goal to bring you back into your natural rhythm. It's a very simple and smart solution. Your body doesn't need everything. It just needs the right things at the right time. And here's an important reminder. If one part is missing, the effect is incomplete. Because this is not just individual products brought together. It even isn't just the sum of 3 products. It's a system where each one supports the other. That's why this is the perfect starter kit for recovery. No extras, no gimmicks, not even magic. Just effective natural support that you can actually feel. So now we have heard what stress does to the body, and we have heard that our body is working hard to restore balance. We have also heard how pure gold, green hemp oil, and salve can help you in that process on their own, but especially together. So the question is, will you give your body permission to recover? This super combination of 3 products is well researched. It's safe and it's natural. And it's very easy to integrate into everyday life. So no big changes are needed. Just one small decision. I support my body. I give it what it needs. So here's what I would like you to think. If you were to start today, make an order for the products and commit to using them for 30 days. You will feel the difference because your body isn't broken and it's ready to return to balance. Next week, Wednesday, we are going to have the last of these 3 Wednesday wellness calls. We will wrap up the series in this final episode, which is going to be focusing on the results. We will talk about what we can expect to feel when we're using these products, especially if we use them regularly, so every day. And then we will discuss how these products can be incorporated into our daily routines for the best results. So, it is possible. Recovery. The results can be sustainable. And the choice is all yours.